content warning for profanity. Welcome to Discount Storytime Season 3, Episode 9. This week's story is An Unfortunate H. Enjoy! Oh, how wonderful life is on Discount Farm. From the barn to the growing crops and stuff. But let us stick to the barn, because today the barn is getting a new pig. And this is no ordinary pig. No. This particular pig comes with exposition. You see, this pig, Wilbur, was born in the spring and was the runt of the farrow, which the internet tells me is the word for a litter of pigs. As the runt, little Wilbur would have been killed, but he was saved by the farmer's young daughter, Fern. She took such good care of Wilbur the piglet that after 2 weeks, he was sold off to Discount Farm. In the new barn, Wilbur looked around his bedchamber within the barn place. It wasn't the warm, cozy room he had shared with Fern. Wilbur sighed. A goose in the next barnyard bedchamber for animals place asked, "What's the matter there, little piglet?" Wilbur snorted. "Well, that's not much of an answer. Cat got your tongue? Can't you talk?" Wilbur, confused, stared at the goose. "Go on now. Give it a try." "Wilbur," he said tentatively, then smiled. "There you go. Try some more." "Talk. I can talk. I can talk. I can talk. I can talk. I'll bet I can even podcast." "Heavens, no! Nobody wants to listen to that garbage. So your name is?" "Wilbur. My name is Wilbur." "Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Wilbur. I would come over to your barn bedroom area place, but I have to stay on my eggs." "Your eggs?" "Yes, I'm about to have baby gooses." "Oh, how exciting." Just then, Wilbur heard a splash in his elongated barn chafing dish thing. Templeton the rat jumped in and was stealing Wilbur's slop. "Hey there, Wilbur. Nice to meet you. My name's Templeton. Mind if I have a taste of your pig slop?" Wilbur smiled weakly. "No, I'm not that hungry. Help yourself." As Templeton chowed down, other barn tenants came over to introduce themselves, like sheep and horsies and probably some moo cows. Wilbur and his new friends spent the day playing and talking, and after making some new friends, he felt a little better. But still, something was missing. Also, on this first day, Wilbur hadn't noticed the glistening threads above him. The next morning, Wilbur awoke to the crow of a boy chicken. He got out of his piggy bed of dried grass and stretched. Then someone said, "Salutations." Wilbur didn't see anyone. "What? Who's there? Who's there?" The voice laughed. "Oh, you can't see me." "Where are you?" Wilbur asked, checking behind himself. "I'm not hiding. I'm waving at you, Wilbur." Ha! Wilbur circled himself and was getting frustrated. The voice cleared her throat and said, "Chin up." "Huh?" "Chin up. Literally. Look up." When Wilbur looked up, his jaw fell, which is probably just a thing pigs do. Just inside the barn door were glistening filaments, all crisscrossing into a web. In the middle, sat a small creature with 6 legs, kind eyes, and a big smile.
Salutations, Wilbur.
What?
Oh, sorry. Salutations means hello.
Oh, well, salutations,
Charlotte. My name is Charlotte, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
She waved one of her 6 arms.
Salutations. What are you, if I may ask?
Oh, I'm a spider. I spin webs, have 6 legs, and eat bugs.
Oh, I've never met a spider before. Pleasure to meet you.
Just then, a very small barn pelican flew through the air and landed in Charlotte's web.
I feel a vibration. Please excuse me.
Charlotte scuttled over to the small pelican and wrapped its squawking body in webbing.
What are you doing?
Asked Wilbur.
Oh, I'm fixing dinner for tonight. I wrap up bugs and barn pelicans that get trapped in my web. Then I drink their blood.
Ew.
Hey now, Wilbur. I don't criticize the slop Farmer Ted puts in your long chafing dish thingy.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Think nothing of it. The world is special when we celebrate all our differences. Except for goats. Fuck those guys.
And that's how Wilbur and Charlotte met and became friends. Having Charlotte as a friend helped calm Wilbur's nerves, and the little pig got his appetite back, and soon he was eating like a horse. Charlotte taught Wilbur all sorts of things, for Charlotte was very knowledgeable about many things. She loved to read, and the barn animals were usually able to provide Charlotte with leftover conspiracy magazines that Farmer Ted threw out. One day, Charlotte was reading about the Denver airport when Wilbur asked,
Say, Charlotte, are we best friends?
Of course, Wilbur.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could make it formal.
How do you mean, Wilbur?
I was thinking, what if we made a club? A best friends club, just you and me.
Wilbur, I love that idea.
So Wilbur and Charlotte formed Discount Farm's very first Best Friends Club. Welp, that old sun kept rotating around the earth, and before Wilbur knew it, the days were getting colder. The goose's eggs had hatched, and she now had 7 baby gooses. One of the baby gooses, Jeffrey, and Wilbur became fast friends. On one brisk evening they were playing tag, and Mother Goose said something strange. Jeffrey hugged Wilbur and said,
I love you, Wilbur. You're going to be my best friend forever.
Mother Goose quacked at Jeffrey.
Don't you get too attached, Jeffrey. Wilbur won't be with us much longer.
Jeffrey waddled over to his mother.
What do you mean, Mama? Wilbur only has until this fall, which is right around the corner. Then he will be taken to Market.
Wilbur couldn't help but overhear.
What do you mean, taken to market?
Mother Goose, stern but not unkind, sighed.
Dear Wilbur, you are a spring pig, which means this fall you will be taken to market and butchered for meat for Farmer Ted. Humans eat pigs, probably because pigs are inferior to geese. What about the Christmas goose?
Asked the sheep, who could never mind her own damn business. Mother Goose bristled.
That's different. They don't eat me. I offer up my least favorite baby goose to them. Speaking of which, come on, Jeffrey. You need to finish your dinner so you get nice and fat.
Wilbur was mortified.
Humans eat pigs? You mean my whole existence in this story is to be meat?
A cold wind blew, and Wilbur went back inside and laid down, silent. Charlotte, seeing how upset her best friend was, glided down to the pig's nose part.
I'm sorry, Wilbur. I thought you knew.
I don't want to die, Charlotte, but I don't know what to do.
They sat in silence. Charlotte, never having a friend before, much less a best friends club best friend, didn't know what to say. But what could she do? What could she do?
Chin up, Wilbur. I'll think of something. I don't know what yet, but I will save you, my friend.
Wilbur's beady little eyes grew.
Do you mean it, Charlotte? You will help me?
Charlotte smiled.
Of course. What is Best Friends Club for?
Wilbur looked into Charlotte's multiple eyes, saw that she meant it, and felt a little better.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Exhausted, they both fell asleep. Summer turned into fall, and Charlotte thought very hard about how to save her friend, but couldn't come up with anything. Getting nervous, Wilbur started eating his feelings and was getting quite heavy, which didn't help his situation. Then, one fateful evening, Farmer Ted said, "Well, Pig, you have done a great job. Look how big you got. Good job, Pig. I'll take you to market tomorrow." Wilbur looked up at the farmer.
Tomorrow?
He thought, but Charlotte hadn't come up with a plan to save him. Charlotte heard that too. Damn it, she hadn't thought of anything. "Sleep well, Pig," the farmer said, and playfully rapped Wilbur on the head with his rolled-up conspiracy magazine. Charlotte saw the magazine and an idea hit her.
That's it,
Charlotte thought.
People are stupidly gullible. They will believe anything they read, and even the bullshit in podcasts like this one.
She immediately started tearing down her web. This would be a very busy night. That next morning, Charlotte was fast asleep, snoring loudly to everyone's dismay. She was so tired after being up all night, she forgot to plug in her CPAP machine. Farmer Ted came out to get Wilbur. "Okay, Pig, time to go to market." Charlotte awoke, hoping the morning sun was enough to shine on her web. Charlotte had decided the best way to save Wilbur was to write something short and punchy that would get the farmer's attention. She had stayed up all night and spun a brand new web, a very large web, and in the large web she spun large letters saying, "Save the pig." It was sure to work. It had to work. Charlotte, well, she was actually quite proud of herself. Farmer Ted was loading Wilbur into the pig barrow when his eyes caught a glint of sun. Something was sparkling. "Well, what's that?" He set down the safety strap from the pig barrow and looked at the barn door. Just inside the door was the largest spider web Farmer Ted had ever seen. But that wasn't all. It had words, written words on it. What the heck? That's amazing! A large spider web. Well, if I ever. It's telling me something. Why, that gall-darn spider web is sending me a message. Wilbur smiled. Charlotte beamed with pride. Farmer Ted took another step towards the barn door and read the words out loud. Shave the pig! What? Charlotte and Wilbur looked at the spider web. Charlotte, for being very good at reading, was terrible at spelling. She had added an accidental H, an unfortunate H. By golly, that's amazing! This spider is making a request, the farmer said, slapping his knees as farmers do. Shave the pig? Why, I haven't had shaved ham in a good long while, and this summer's been a scorcher. Some nice, cool, shaved ham sandwiches sounds like a great idea. Wilbur shook, and Charlotte screamed out,
No, 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 no!
Charlotte, what's happening?
asked a panicked Wilbur. The farmer strapped Wilbur into his pig barrow and headed off to the butcher. But then Farmer Ted stopped. Wait a minute. This is wrong. Everyone froze. Farmer Ted slowly turned back to Charlotte, thought, and then said, What am I thinking? I should thank you for the idea, Spider. I'll bring you a slice of ham in gratitude. While being taken away, Wilbur screamed,
What the shit, Charlotte? You said you'd help me.
I tried.
You lied. You lied to me.
No, Wilbur, I'm sorry.
I thought we were best friends club. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you, Charlotte. I hate you.
Charlotte felt horrible. She had let down her best friend, and now the rest of the barn tenants didn't trust her. The latest barnyard poll had her approval rating down by 17 points. She hadn't been able to sleep that night, and the next day, as the hot sun beat down, Charlotte cried salty tears. Salty. Salty like her delicious shaved ham lunch. Ham. The end. A discount story time, discount idea. I once hired a dog walker. A little while later, a dog came to my door and said,
I walked here. That will be $25.
Thank you for listening to An Unfortunate H. I hope you enjoyed it. Our next week's story is a bit of housekeeping. Can the king and queen of Discountvania survive an empty castle together? Subscribe so you can find out. And until then, be sure to play nice with others, take good care of yourself, and, as always, remember to laugh. If you can have anything in this world, I hope you have fun. Bye. Hello, awesome listeners. I've moved the show off Patreon and will not be putting content behind paywalls. I think everyone deserves access to this half-assed content. Having said that, if you're enjoying Discount Storytime, Please help keep the show running if you can. There's a support link in the show notes where you can contribute a few dollars each month and you can cancel anytime. Another way to support Discount Storytime is through word of mouth. By telling others about the show, you are both helping the show and spreading smiles. Now that's a win-win-win if you ask me. And regardless, thank you so much for being a listener. Bye.